When our twins were born, our lives changed dramatically.
Right now our babies are being taken out in the other side of this curtain.
You had an emergency C-section.
They were born 3 months early and
2 pounds. It was scary to see how fragile they were.
the skin was so thin.
They couldn't have their eyes. Eyes had to be covered for the first.
Yeah, I think it was the first 2 weeks.
They could wear my ring as a bracelet.
Yeah. Just the stark differences between my other 2 kids, where I did have them normal on time. They were healthy. We got to go home in a day or two, to having the twins where they were in the NICU for, one was in for 85 days and the other was in for 70. And just the drastic separation that happened between not being able to see the older girls and having to be in Denver in the hospital weekend, where he would go every weekend. I was there all the time. And thankfully, I had a job that I could do that. If I was working where I am now, there's no way I could have done that. There were so many times where I was like, I just want my babies to be home. I want them with me all the time.
But they needed that.
And if they didn't have it, it would have been
care.
Bad.
Yeah, they couldn't have survived.
No. And we wouldn't have known what to do.
Right.
There was no way we would have known what to do.
The hospital staff was so awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Thank God for Medicaid. I mean, we have a bill of $1.7 million that was paid for, part by our insurance and then part by Medicaid because of their being premature. So thank God for that. That would have destroyed us. I can't imagine any family having to carry the weight of that bill.
Oh, baby. What is it, baby?
And then bringing them home was a challenge.
Kailah came home first. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And just adapting to carrying an oxygen tank on our shoulder everywhere we went.
Kaylie's coming home.
Hi, darling. Are you peeking at me?
Brush his teeth.
My smile. Yeah, he did my smile.
And then the scare of Kaylie going back into the hospital, that was, honestly, it was worse than them being in the NICU the first time.
Yeah.
Every night it was something new that I could have lost her, and it was just constant prayer.
She was so unstable.
It was bad. Yeah.
That was like a horror movie.
But I remember going in and looking inside, and I looked at the babies and I said, hey, I need you to fight, because I can't fight. I don't have it in me to fight, but I need you to.
That was the hardest thing for me, was seeing her with that tube down her throat. And for the first few weeks, she was sedated.
And on a paralytic.
On a paralytic, so she couldn't move. She couldn't open her eyes.
They had basically put her in a medically induced coma. If she was awake while trying to fight the infection, her body had too much to do.
It was even harder when she was awake, but still couldn't move. Still had that tube down her throat.
And gagging.
We were worried for a while for a lot of things for her. But she got out. Thank God. Thank you, God. And then had to go back in for a little bit. But she got...
It was only 4 days the second time.
First time was 22 days. Second time for 4 days. For a while there, she had spent more time in the hospital than she had at home.
Thankfully, now that's not the case.
Thankfully.
Just talk, Kailah.
just talk. Is that your twin sister? Yeah, is that your twin sister? Yeah? You just love her? Don't attack her. Just love her.
And so now they just hit 1 year old, which is awesome.
A miracle.
Very thankful for how far we've come. And their little personalities are glowing. Very different personalities.
Completely.
Hi, Kaylie Joy. Hi. What are you doing?
But we're very thankful for our family.
I was gonna say all of the people that really
Yeah.
really banded together. We had so many meals made for us.
Yeah, we
had
did.
so many like gift cards, things that
Yeah.
really just,
Different churches.
oh my goodness, there was so much support. It
Yeah.
was so amazing.
We were pretty frail in a lot of emotional ways.
Oh my goodness.
And so to have that support was a huge deal for us.
Happy birthday